There we go. I had my, couple things muted from when I ended last stream. My fault. Hello, dear viewers. Dear Electro Congo. How do you do today? Hope you're doing alright. Waiting for a couple more people to come in here. You hear me? Is the game audio coming through too? Alright, you know, I'll just assume the game audio is coming through, I guess. Why not? Yeah, I don't know. Fair. A little slow right now. Waiting for people to come in. I don't know. Remy. Okay. Half there, half here the game. That's alright. We doing our thing. Bit of a slow start, that's alright. I'm just trying to make sure people are here. It's a little, a little slow right now. God damn it, dude, in these old games and their fucking goofy ass deletions, I swear. Sure that OBS open. I was gonna wait for people to come here and we'd enjoy the story, but no one's really here yet. Kinda making things a little slow right now, to be honest. I ban everyone in the group chat if they don't join. Alright, well whatever. I guess we're just doing stream today without people in here. It's fine. Guess we're just doing this. Explode? Or did you become red all of a sudden, May? What's going on here? Telling me to explode? It's kind of mean, don't you think? Got Brett in the chat to explode. Chat's already dead today. We just started. I'm supposed to enjoy the story with chat. No one's here though. You're a villain for the love of the game. That's probably where Brett learns it from. But, like, Brett ain't a villain. You gotta teach him differently, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who knows what? What are you on about? Also, welcome, Trix. How you doing? Having a good day? Our goal is to try and get Raigeki in the starter deck. You should play Expedition 33. You would get 33 viewers. If you could get... Alright. If you buy me a copy of Expedition 33, sure. Why not? So for busy day yourself, I'm doing alright. I mean, for what we're doing on stream today, this is kind of a decent starter deck, actually. We want a Dark Energy, and Dark Hole is also a good card. But, like, not having Raigeki kind of sucks. That's okay, though. So, the point of today's stream... Actually, I don't think I can get Raigeki early game. We're gonna have to say no to this deck as much as I want it. There you go. That's my name. OU. Oh yeah, we're probably gonna have a few resets. Not many. It's not really that hard to get Raigeki in the starter deck. But today, we have some goals, right? I mean, no one's really here right now. Hello, Louie. How do you do today? Hope you're having a decent day. So, doing something a bit different here today. This is a game that I played when I was, like, really young, like, back in the PS1. It's a favorite of mine. Me and my brother used to play this game all the time, like, religiously. And so we have a bunch of main goals today. The main goals being that... Oh, hello, Will. Howdy. Just got home from a D&D session. Perfect time, it seems. That's good. For a second there, I was worried we weren't having viewers. I literally started the stream and no one was there for like 10 minutes. I was like, damn. It's like, where's everyone at, bro? We're desolate. But yeah, so today, Forbidden Memories. It's a game I played a lot. No Name? Hello there. No Name. But yeah. We're trying to get Raigeki in the starter deck. Our bounties today for this game. So we gotta beat Chapter 1 with no losses. Chapter 1 with no losses should be the easiest of the bunch. So, Haishin is a duel. He's the guy we're looking at on screen right now, right? He's the guy that's supposed to beat us in Chapter 1. Now, Chapter 1 with no losses is excluding him because we're supposed to lose to him. However, it is possible to beat him. It takes a lot of luck, but we have another bounty for beating Haishin 1. And so how I'm going to go about that is I'm actually going to build a deck around the idea of beating Haishin 1. And our third bounty will be summoning Exodia. I mean, we have to summon Exodia, right? However, we do have a bit of a problem with that. Boo, Yu-Gi-Oh! More like Yu-Gi-No! Damn, I'm gonna have to blow you up, bro. You should have pushed back the live stream to accommodate my schedule? How about no, bro? How about I nuke you instead? Dark Hole, Sword of Dark Destruction. We're so close. We're so close, chat. Keeps giving us Dark Hole. We need Dark Hole to be Raigeki. But yeah, so... we're gonna have to reset a few times, I guess. It's gonna be a little slow, but yeah. To summon Exodia, we're gonna have a bit of an issue with summoning Exodia. So the thing about summoning Exodia in this game is you cannot get the leg pieces. I'm gonna have to cheat the leg pieces in, but we're still gonna have to farm for the other 3 parts. That's all completely doable. So the name of this game, this is a version of Yu-Gi-Oh! That came out before the actual trading card game. So the rules are entirely different. This isn't your typical, like, we special summon or summon monsters or do whatever, right? Like, we gotta, like, actually... We just... Whatever you see on screen is kind of just, like... It just makes sense. Like, you see a card with a bigger number, it destroy card with smaller number. You see big card in hand, you just play big card. The only real unique mechanic of this game is the Guardian Stars system. And the Guardian Stars, every card gets 2. The 2 Guardian Stars... it's kind of like a super effective and, like, not very effective and normal effective deal, like in Pokemon. Okay, actually, chat, this is great. We got Beast Fangs, top tier equip card for our best card in the deck that we're gonna be making, and Raigeki, so this is good. Even though most of our deck isn't that great, it should work out how we want it to. We also got some elves, or fairies, but we didn't get an elf. Hello, Ambi. Still own this game too? Yeah, I actually own this on physical disc as well. I have 2 copies because I had a friend who got me one recently. I bought some games off him when he was selling some stuff off. Anyway, a lot of this deck is probably gonna get replaced. So, yeah, this game is... This is good. This is a deck we can work with. So we'll say with that. The name of this game is farming, chat. It really is. So, to get around the fact that this game can be really slow, we are going to... What's the word I'm looking for? We're gonna go ahead... We're using the 15 card mod. So, 1 duel gets you 1 card. And there are very low chances for some cards in this game. So instead, every duel will be worth 15 wins instead. This should make things pretty watchable for the stream. Even still with the grinding, we'll probably not be able to do this whole game on stream with, like, having to do certain, like, victory conditions, but it should be manageable. This game has great music, by the way. I think Simon only his highest card is, like, a 600 card, like a 600 attack. So, like, these first 3 duels, I would say, they're not really gonna be that crazy. Like, we're basically just gonna be just making basic fusions and getting free wins for, like, the first 3 duels. So, Simon is going to be a guy we need to farm, though. Our main farms are gonna be Simon, Villager 1, and Villager 2 for what we're doing. When am I gonna play Red Dead Redemption on stream? You know, I actually have Red Dead Redemption 1 on Steam. We could probably do a Red Dead Redemption stream sometime. Gear, how you doing? Hope you're having a decent day. You're a bit late? That's alright. I know sometimes the Twitch side of things like to post late in chat as well. It happens. But yeah, we're just gonna be throwing stuff out, just playing the game. We're probably going to farm Simon early. Internet was so fucked you couldn't send messages? Jesus. I 100 Red Dead Redemption in the Xbox 360, but never got a jackalope? They're kind of screwing you then. You deserve that jackalope. That was part of the deal. Since we're on the nostalgia trip, why not give the original Red Dead Revolver a go? Super fun in my honest opinion. Red Dead Revolver is pretty good. A lot of people don't know this, that Red Dead Revolver isn't a Rockstar game. It's a very different game. But yeah, that's doable. Okay, we got a Time Wizard. That's good. Alright, well, we got a time wizard. That's actually a decent start. Why do I need people for the stream specifically? And where the chat UI? I don't know why the chat UI is not on stream today, dude. It's just bipolar at this point. Like, I'm so serious with you right now. There's literally no reason chat UI is not on stream. It's, yeah, now it is on stream. Whatever, you know what I mean? I literally just made it fade out and fade in, and then, like, it just spawned. It just does what it fucking wants. I was going to the store, what'd you miss? So basically, we just started. We just beat Simon. First 3, where's YouTube chat? Yeah, it's right there. Why'd you ping me, though? Just cause. You missed some card farming? No, we haven't done card farming yet. We did our first duel. We're going to do card farming right now, though. To be extra safe, it would be wise to start farming Simon really early, because Simon is the easiest farm in the game. So, we can lose in free duel, right? When I say no losses in the first chapter, I do mean specifically in the campaign. You cannot game over in the actual free duel. It's pretty much impossible. I will also say, for the record, it is an extremely, like, a 0.001% chance that this can happen, right? But Simon Murren can actually accidentally summon Exodia by getting all the cards in his hand. And it's like so rare that I'm sure if there's footage of it, there's probably like one video. But if he or like the one other person in this game that also has Exodia happens to get the pieces of Exodia and plays it, I will also count that as the bounty, because it's so unlikely to happen. Stuck in limbo, bro. Lock in. I think you watched a video about this game years ago? Yeah, so this game's kind of iconic on the PS1. It's weird. It has a very niche community, but like a lot of people have probably heard of it because it's like the game that tells like the classic Yu-Gi-Oh story, right? Like you start in like Egypt and then like you go to the modern like tournament arc and then you go back to Egypt. Where can you send fan art? If you're in the server, I guess you could just send it in the art channel. The music kicks ass, by the way? Yeah, true. My favorite music is actually when we get to the tournament arc. Oh wait, we have a jar in the deck. I didn't even realize we have a jar. So the benefit to having a jar is... Let me find it here. A spellcaster plus a jar will make our first fusion that we need, called Ushi Oni. And the other thing that we need Dark Elf, Summon Skull, and Ushi Oni are gonna be like the main things of this deck. Ushi Oni will be like the easiest one with 2150. What does Pot of Greed do? Pot of Greed is actually not in this game. And it's probably better for it. Also, let me know if the music's or the game's like a little loud or whatever. Because it is kind of loud for me. But just, you know, being sure. But like, I'll put up with it. It's not like a big deal. Alright, that should be dual win. Yeah, there is no Pot of Greed in this game. That's everyone's favorite part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pot of Greed. Either Pot of Greed or Blue Eyes White Dragon, or Exodia. Okay. Wretched goes to the attic. We want that. Mystic Lamp. I think we want that. Celtic Guardian. That's good. Alright, actually, pretty solid. Dark Magician Girl is not in this game. Just regular Dark Magician. I actually don't know when in the anime this game was specifically made, so like, there's kind of a lot of things just casually missing, unfortunately. So, spellcasters and fiends. That's our main things to put in the decks here. At least for now. Blackland Fire Dragon is kind of like a big win that we're looking for. Celtic Guardian is also another one that we just got. While we're farming Simon, I'd say the big thing that we want is probably Blackland Fire Dragon. We did get Celtic Guardian. We have the ability to get a Fake Trap on a BCD, pal. Fake Trap is going to be absolutely necessary for us. Yeah, there's no Dark Magician Girl. Baby Dragon is in this game. Baby Dragon, Red Eyes, Black Dragon, and Blue Eyes are in this game. You can't get Blue Eyes till after beating the game, though. So, if we want to get like one of those cards, we'd have to use Red Eyes. Which, Red Eyes might be worth getting, because Red Eyes can, make Meteor Black Dragon, which is like the best card in this game. At least for the player. Also, we have Time Wizard. We did win a Time Wizard. I gotta put that in the deck, too. Alright, baby's first duel, my man, Simon Murrin. Giving the wretched ghost the attic. You know how it is, chat. Hopefully we can throw out a lot of these cards pretty quick. We are looking for Mystical Elf as a potential win as well. Celtic Guardian and Mystical Elf both count as what is it? They both count as elf cards. Red Eyes Black Dragon can take you through the whole game with its fusion. Yeah, you just have to have Red Eyes and Meteor Dragon to make it happen. No, none of the Egyptian god cards are in this game, unfortunately. Just Exodia. I vaguely remember seeing a post about a Blue Eyes White Dragon that looked like a woman below with the text, "I summon Blue Eyes a bitch dragon, have sex with it in my turn." That sounds like something on the internet. I'm sure what you said is entirely factual, to be honest. Oh, I do have to show you guys the coolest feature in this game, actually. Okay, this is actually a good win. Mystical Elf. We got another Celtic Guardian. And Lamp. And another Wretched Ghost. So we should start being able to make Dark Elves now. Because we have 2 Celtics. So first we're gonna put in last Mystical Lamp, Mystical Elf, Celtic Guardian, take out Mechmul Zombie. Okay. So this is really early card game era Yu-Gi-Oh! Interesting. As a fan of the earlier Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, I really should get this one. Yeah, like straight up. This game doesn't even follow Yu-Gi-Oh!'s like rules. Like I said, this is before actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules were made. Holly, why is your bot called Racist Turtle? So I renamed him to Racist Turtle because he wouldn't stop, like, timing out people when I first added him to the channel. And so I felt like he should forever be reprimanded for those actions for the rest of his career. I did some digging and found out that the art I saw was official, which was strange because the Dragon Lady had handlebars in her hips, which... What did Kaiba mean by the card? You know, there's a lot of card art that was made in Japan. And it stayed in Japan. That's the best way I can put it for you. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'm not gonna attack. I'm actually gonna make the AI hurt itself. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is absolutely a mess of a card game, so you welcome the simplistic system. That's completely fair. This game's system is definitely very simplistic, you know? Like, you don't even need to, like, special summon anything or whatever, but... yeah, this game has a lot of goofy-looking cards, for sure. It has some cool ones, too, though. I'll show you a really cool feature this turn, actually. They kind of went a little above and beyond with this game for the PS1, to be honest, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're gonna go ahead and use Celtic Guardian for this example. You can actually watch the monsters fight each other. I always thought this was so cool. I never do it, but like it's so cool. Am I planning to complete the game today? It's very unlikely that we'll complete the game today. Just because, like, card RNG, even with 15 card mod, can really do a lot. For, just how long this game actually takes. Now, there's definitely people who could beat this game in one day, no problem. But, like... we're gonna be card farming and not relying on RNG like a typical speedrun would in normal duels. So... because, like, we're gonna optimize this deck for doing bounties. Goofy slash cool any... Goofy over cool any day, honestly. In my opinion, there's just more charm and personality in goofy art. That's true. I'm here to agree with that. Got stuff like this fucking guy, Change Slime. Like, what even is this guy? I don't know. But I'm for it. Old Yu-Gi-Oh! Was kind of creepy sometimes, honestly. Like, Ancient Jar over here. Don't really like the way that guy looks at me. We are gonna try and win Exodia. So the thing about Exodia is that the leg pieces cannot actually be earned. We are going to cheat in the leg pieces, but it is a bounty to summon Exodia. There's technically a way to get Exodia. So in this game, there's a password system. It's called Starships. You can win like 5 a duel, right? But to get Exodia, I'm not even kidding, you need like 9,999 like Starships. So for obvious reasons, we're not farming that. Okay, pot the trick. We actually want that. Nice. That's another jar card. We need to put some spellcasters in too, so we can start fusing Ushioni. Make these go by a bit faster. Throw out this. Throw out this. Throw out this. Throw out this. So we did get a House of Adhesive Tape. This is good for the sake of S-teching. So S-teching is a completely different way to win duels, and it'll actually give us a different card pool, and that's where we get like most of our like equip and traps. So on Simon, we're gonna want to S-tech to try and get Spellbinding Circle. Maybe we can get Dark Hole as well. That would be nice. But yeah, throwing Wretched Ghost. I don't know if he actually drops spellcasters. I don't think we've gotten any extra spellcasters from Simon. Yeah, we just got what we have. Other than Mystic Lamp. Oh wait, that's right, we did get Time Wizard. I'm not telling the truth, chat. Yeah, some of these cards have really stupid names. Petit Angel, Midnight Fiend, and then you get the Furious Sea King. And that's fine, right? And then you get Change Slime. You get fucking Iguchi. Like, who is that guy? Sinister Serpent. Needle Ball. Oops, I took this out of my deck. That's not what I meant to do, chat. Run it back. We did throw in Mystical Elf, right? Yeah, we did. We need Dancing Elf to drop as well. It's fine, I'll just throw this in. I love the Mountain? Yeah, I do have Mountain. We're probably not going to use Mountain in this game. Just because Mountain's not really going to benefit our deck. What's going to benefit our deck is Yami. Except when we fight Haishin, he's going to automatically have Yami on the field. So it's not really going to be like a big thing for us to go out of our way for Yami, if you know what I mean. At least not for Haishin. Yami probably will drop, and we might end up using it later. But we also won't really need it for Final 6. Sorry, someone said something in my fucking Discord real quick. Okay, wow, these hands kind of suck. Get this out of my hand. Cyber Soldier. I don't want that guy. Remember one day parents to buy some horribly translated to Russian Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I don't even know how to make this clear. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. There was a lot of off-market cards like that at the time. I had a friend who gave me the Winged Dragon of Ra, but it wasn't, you know, Winged Dragon of Ra. It was off-brand Winged Dragon of Ra. So pretty much in this case, for us to get like a SA POW, right? We just need to not draw 27 cards before, like, draw below 27 cards before the duel ends. So it's generally pretty easy. My god, how the hell are you keeping up? What are you even on about, sir? What are you even on about, no name? Karibo seem to have a pretty different name there. So this isn't Karibo, this is Wretched Ghost of the Attic. They are actually two different cards. Because I do have a Karibo. I did also start with a Karibo. I'm assuming Wretched Ghost of the Attic is like a dead Karibo. Kinda sad, to be honest. Actually, we can read its description. We have both Exodia Lake cards, but they have the same name. I remember card name Insect Hole is one of the closest translations in English. A harmless creature, usually found in the attic of any home. Damn. Tell me they got, like, black Karibos in attics? It's not one in my attic. They really are just fluff balls. Karibos are the cutest little things. Alright, we want a Blackland Fire Dragon. That would be huge right now. Alright, we didn't get S. So, never mind. We're not really getting good enough consistency yet. We can throw in Sangan for like 1,000. Just have a, like a 1000 card? But we can really take anything that goes over 1000 at the start of the game, for sure. Poor bastard. Listen, kids. Don't forget your Karibo in the attic and let it starve. That's true. Don't have an attic and your Karibo won't get lost. I like the one with a nun's habit. That's the cutest one to me, second only to that big one. Yeah, well, he was confident in that chain slime, boys. You see that? Alright, here we go. We can make Ushioni. Massive, boys. That's our first big fusion. Your favorite cute Yu-Gi-Oh card is Pot of Greed? Be quiet, no name. You nerd. Yeah, Hornib? It's my goat. Fuck him up, bro. Sun is beaten by Mercury. Okay. It is indeed a banned card. Pot of Greed is definitely way too good. Alright, finally we got Dancing Elf. And another Celtic Guardian. And another Time Wizard. Okay, that's actually great. That's pretty good. We could probably just stop farming him on that one for now, to be honest. We don't care about Petite Angel. We want... Where is she? We want Dancing Elf. I only have 2 of those in my deck. Anyway, that should be good. We should be able to go back now. Why is draw cards so OP in Yu-Gi-Oh? It's because... I mean, you only get 5 cards in your hand, right? And there's only 40 cards in a deck. So, like, drawing 5 cards and then having the ability to draw 2 more, I mean, that could entirely just change how Yu-Gi-Oh is played. I mean, think about it, right? If you get Pot of Greed, and then you get Pot of Greed out of your hand, like, you've now drawn 9 cards that turn, and you can draw more cards. There's so many different things that could happen because you just draw cards. Where's Blue Eyes White Dragon? I don't know. You better hope Seto second plays it, I guess. Or Kaiba. Kaiba could play it. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and go through these guys. We're going to unlock our next farms. So Tina, we don't really need anything from Tina. She can offer us like a good thing or two, but nothing that we really care about. Tina's kind of another free duel. Why not just place a limiter on Pot of Greed? Because even, like, 2 Pot of Greeds can do so much. Like, it's not as simple as just getting rid of Pot of Greed or just, like, end quote, banning Pot of Greed, you know what I'm saying? Did someone go to a Yu-Gi-Oh event with, like, 1,000 cards as a deck? I don't know, bro. I believe you, though. she could have beat my card and she just left it there in defense. She's trolling, chat. You read about it? If I remember correctly, 1,202? That is kind of nuts. Alright, what is this summon? Is it... Ah, it's Clown Zombie? That's never happening. Okay, so she has a lot of Sun cards. We just need to stop playing in Moon, since we have so many Fiends. So the guy just brought his entire deck and they were carrying it around like a coffin dance? That's crazy. You know, I appreciate that my chat just knows Yu-Gi-Oh! Lore. I didn't know you knew Ball Bread. I respect that. Alright, this should be Sun. I know what I want to do. I'm now changed device from phone to PC. It's easier to write on keyboard. Hell yeah. That's what we like to hear. I only know about it because it appeared on my feed a few years ago. I mean, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, especially tournaments, has some great stories. I think Konami had to make an official ruling to tell people to take showers. Mystical Elf. Wait, wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that to drop. Okay, she might have actually given us some good drops for a character that we don't really care about farming. Alright, Villager 1. For the most part, we don't really care about this guy. Except for kind of a couple of main things. So, Fake Trap. Fake Trap is really what we need him for. Also, Elf's Light. It's another card we need too. So, Elf's Light, Dark Elf is going to be a major part of this deck. At least for beating Haishin. And so, Elf's Light is going to help us keep those in the game. Yeah, she could have just threw out all her spellcasters. Hang on. Damn. Wait, why was she such a huge victory? Ollie, are you solid? I always wanted to build a deck of those Gear Soldier cards. I think Gear Soldier is actually in this game, like the rock solid ones with like the sword. She don't look like Snake. That's true. Don't we all wish like we could look like Snake and just mog the camera? I'm trying to think. I don't think Keymace counts towards Dark Elf. Apparently Wing Egg Elf does count though. Okay, I think this is ABC order. Do we have Wing Egg Elf? We do have Wing Egg Elf. Alright, we can take that out and put that in. The man who sold the world. True. Our deck is actually about to be huge because of that last duel. So now that we have Dancing Elf, what was it? It's plus Spellcaster or Fiend. Okay. There we go, chat. Now we're gonna have some consistency through this deck. I made a whole sticky note of like how to play my deck last night. I fully prepped for this stream. that one made Dark Witch and not Dark Elf? No, Karibo! Holly gets a dark-skinned woman and instantly gets happy? Listen, I don't know what you're trying to imply there, but I'm gonna tell you, alright? All my dark-skinned queens around the world, you're beautiful. And you deserve to know that. I didn't think they would count. It has to be a fiend in her case, I guess. We now know Holly's type. Listen, man, I'm telling you. If I had to go specifically by looks, a woman with a nice tan on her, I tell you, they got it going on. I'm just saying. I don't really have a particular type, but if I had to go by types on looks, that's where I would go. I won't lie. Alright, I'm not gonna read that message. It's on screen. It's there. Someone else can read it. Wait, why'd that not fuse? Alright, I can't do it with Sengen, I guess? There's some weird rules to this Dark Elf fusion. But, alright, we gotta take Sengen out. I guess. I got, like, boils and shit on your body. I'm gonna remove them soon. Yeah, no, I think I might have to agree with Cupmaker. We probably didn't really need to know that, but, you know, I hope you get better with those boils, man. Okay, she might have to be Spellcaster specifically. Wait, but no. What do you need? You won't fuse with fiends for Dark Elf. But I know you can fuse into Dark Elf, because I was doing it yesterday when I was testing. Chat, I'm really confused right now. Huh? Okay, so Maiden of the Moonlight doesn't count. Oh my goodness. But she should count for other fusions, obviously, but I guess she doesn't count for Dark Elf either. You're Canadian, you do what you want? Yeah, that sounds about right. You guys are doing alright right now, I think. Okay. So based on some of the things I'm looking at here, because I'm a little confused, I'm not gonna lie. We might have to put the female spellcasters aside. They might be fucking with Dark Elf a little bit. Like, maybe Angel Witch? I don't actually know. So we know Time Wizard works. I'm gonna have to do the quickest little Google look. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. To fuse Dark Elf. It has to be an elf-type monster with a spellcast type. So does it not work with fiends, or it does? Because I know we did it with a fiend earlier. But it seems like an elf with some spellcasters doesn't work. I don't know. We'll just try elf with spellcasters. See how that goes, I guess. Yeah, actually, we'll play this guy and we'll play him in defense. We don't know what she's gonna have. She has a 1 in 2048 chance to play a card called Jirai Gumo. So we're probably not gonna see it. We didn't see Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon from the last duel, so I'm not really too worried about this one. 900. Alright, yeah, we can just play this in defense. At least we'll attack it and take some damage. I mean, they're named Ancient Elf. It probably doesn't count, but I'm gonna try it anyway. We might have a little too many spellcasters now in the deck. Oh shit, she's fusing. Hang on. Okay, Mystical Sand. I mean, we have a way to beat that. We're gonna need a jar card to spawn. And we gotta get rid of Mountain. This puts us in a bit of a tough spot, because we're just rolling spellcasters like crazy. No name wants to be the main source of everything. Okay. I really need a jar to spawn right now. This isn't gonna work. Oh, she's choosing a lot right now. It's probably... Okay, she's got another Mystical Sand. Interesting. But it's fine. We got the fusion we're looking for. So, typically what the AI will do when they're in like a bad position, they'll either keep their card in attack position if it's like the same level, or they'll actually just stick it in defense. It might be easier if... Okay, I got a plan. This is an elf, and this is a spellcaster, so we're just gonna do it. Okay, that works. We know that works. I'm gonna sacrifice both of our mystical sands and we're just gonna take the lead. That should pretty much cover our duel. Hey, no name, you know how I named a big murder robot after you? Well, it accidentally lit a nursery on fire and roasted 7 babies. Well, didn't you just say it was a murder robot? Sounds like it's doing its job to me. Maybe I'm crazy. I forgot to attack there for some reason. It's fine, chat. Don't mind me. We're waking up. We're working it in, you know? Oh, it was made to kill random tribals. Many such cases, Cuffmaker. How do you think stuff like Terminator happened? You did this to yourself. This is why we can't make giant murder robots. I'm not gonna lie, I just won a bunch of cards I swear I've never even seen the names of before. The murder robot attempted to kill the savage, but missed its shot. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, now we gotta go to the plaza real quick. Do this whole cutscene thing. Basically, Joey's gonna be bad at the game and lose to Seto. Or in this case, Jono. Okay, now that we're done with that, this is where the real farming of the game will actually begin. So we kind of have a bit of a deck together, but now that we have Villager 1 and 2, those are kind of the main guys that we're going to need for putting our build together. Make Holly into a sniper bot or something? I don't want to be a sniper bot. You can be a sniper bot, how about that? No name, I can make you into a sniper robot instead if you want. I don't need to destroy the big murder robot because it takes up too much bandwidth. I don't really know what to make of everything I just read, frankly. I'm gonna be so for real. Okay. I mean, I feel like the spellcaster count that we have isn't that crazy. We probably just had bad luck in spellcaster spawns, to be honest. Ambi, I have a serious problem with tribals clubbing my babies, no matter how many defenses I put up in my nursery. It's a real problem because it means my entire colony's depressed. Yeah, I can't believe your colony's depressed that robots are clubbing your children. Maybe you should stop making the robots. I think I found the solution. I know we did get some more pots. What the hell is this card? Dream Clown? Ban that guy, I don't like him. Okay. So we want to go against Villager 1 first. Our goal with Villager 1 is to try and get Elf's Light. You can get Elf's Light on an SA PAL. Someday Holly can say my nickname correctly? Maybe. I can just keep saying Anby though, you know. That's your nickname. You're Ambi. Little Ambi. Amoeba? Nah. They don't deserve to be an amoeba. I am a RimWorld player, Ambi. Also, Holly, it's random tribes people, not my robots. My robots are nothing but helpful when they don't miss their shots. Oh, it's the tribes people killing your children. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Sounds like you're cooked. Not gonna lie. Anbed, unbed, not bad, plus Aton from Anton. Yeah, you know, like... Ambetaton, like, you know... Yeah, I imagine that's correct, right? But... you know, we're just saying names for the vibes. You know how it is. Or something like that. Say no name? No. I already said it. Say Super Kami no name? No. I already said it. Most of your robots just build stuff, haul stuff, or plant rice. It's my 1% of my robots being big murder machines with massive cannons that lead to some of the problems when they miss their shots. Well, it's time for you to build them with better accuracy, man. I don't know what to tell you. Sounds like a skill issue. We did get another house of adhesive tape. That's actually huge. Okay. I guess Time Wizard specifically doesn't work for that fusion? I'm a little lost, I'll admit. So it seems like if the card is specifically female, with a jar, it'll become Mystical Sand. It doesn't really seem to make a difference, so like I have to make sure. Like this could be Mystical Sand right here. Which, I mean, we're just gonna use Mystical Sand. Mystical Sand's not bad. I actually think Mystical Sand might be able to take Elf's Light. We'll have to see. That's something worth testing. Easy guess. Honestly though, Mystical Sand chat, she's a baddie. I'd marry. Not gonna lie. Not giving us great drops right now. Not gonna lie, chat. That's alright. That's like 30 duels worth of cards. Nothing crazy. Nope. I'm gonna double check this, but from everything I saw... Alright, I guess Time Wizard just doesn't work with the rule. Time Wizard might actually be good, might not be good for the deck. Okay, let's see. I think we should just blow up No Name chat. What do you guys think? Defense is also a smart play. What do you mean? Was it way a bit? What did I miss? We ran through the campaign and beat about 4 duelists, and now we're back to doing some farming here. Seeing if we can get ourselves some good drops. We're gonna do about 5 to 10 duels between these two, depending on... Oh, okay, yes. Massive. We want that. You guys are on some crazy shit in chat. I'm just gonna let you do you. It's not my business, you know? If you want to turn No Name into a furry, just do it with consent. So I know Sengen's not really worth having. Because of the weird fusion shit. So instead of Sengen, I'll try... I don't know. Dark Prisoner? Maybe Hornimp? We'll try Hornimp. Only No Name and Covemaker are going insane here? I mean, look, if I don't generalize the entirety of chat based on the words of 2 people, am I even doing streaming correctly? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, chat. Okay. And this hand's... Sorry, we confuse this. Oh, yeah, it can be used, but, like, we're just against such weak opponents right now, we don't really need to think about defense, to be honest. Fair point, No Name. You are not going insane. You already are. See, that's what I've been saying for the last, like, ever since I've met No Name, Will. He just won't admit that he's crazy. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe, like, you literally just can't fuse Dancing Elf with... Maybe you just can't do Dancing Elf with Fiend. She's on the list of cards that I have for Spellcaster or Fiend fusions. Maybe it just works with Spellcasters only? Yeah, see, that's another weird situation. I guess, like, Mystical Elf kind of makes sense because it's literally already, like, 2 elves going in 1, so whatever. So it has to be an elf card, and then I guess it has to be a spellcaster. Maybe in Mystical Elf's case, it has to be a fiend. That's the only thing I can imagine was specifically meant when I was putting this together. They locked No Name in a rubber room with rats, and the rats made him crazy? That sounds about right. How is that room with rats No Name? If you don't mind telling us. So we have 2 mystical elves. If we're gonna get 3 mystical elves, then I think it's like we should focus on at least having enough fiends to fuse with the mystical elves then. That seems logical in my head. And then it seems like all of the other elves have to fuse with spellcasters. So this should make Ushioni. Okay, it doesn't. Yeah, Time Wizard's gotta leave the deck, unfortunately. He's just not doing anything else. Like, he's a great card, but like he seems to only want to fuse with dragons for whatever reason. He's just not following the rules of being a spellcaster. I'm not really sure why that is. Also, Wing Egg of New Life is probably gonna have to go as well. That doesn't seem to do anything for us now as a, as an elf. I have a card in here labeled as Wing Egg Elf. I assume that's what this was. I guess it's a different card. We're definitely just gonna have to reorganize the deck a few times. So Time Wizard has to go. That's a given. And Wing Egg of New Life has to go too. Time Wizard did, yeah, he's asked to lead the function, man. He's trolling out here. He's calling himself a spellcaster, and he's not even spellcasting. He's a fake and a fraud. That which feeds on life. That's actually a card we really wanted. That's a good win. So this is a fiend. I'm trying to remember exactly what we need fiends for. I think we need fiends. Okay, so we need the fiends and Time Wizard for Summon Skull. So we don't need Time Wizard in the deck right now. We do need Time Wizard in the deck, but not yet. It's starting to make more sense to my brain now. I think we're getting it, chat. I know we have more jars. Like, at least a couple more jars we could throw in here. Yeah, Ancient Jar. And, thought we got Dragon Piper Jar as well. Did we not? I guess we didn't. I don't see it. What's the other one called? Angel Witch, Ancient Jar, Elf, Dancing Elf, Bat. We don't need Bat, but we'll get rid of him later. Pot the Trick, that's what it's called. We're looking for Pot the Trick. Okay, I thought I won a couple of those. Because wizards, nerds, and most other monsters are sorcerers with easy life, or warlocks with sugar daddy path we're on? You know, I don't know what the fuck you're saying right now, but I'm just gonna go and agree with you. So Mystical Elf is weird. Okay, I think we have to do Needle Ball with Mystical Elf. No? Bitch, what do you fuse with? I literally did it last night. I know you work. How to fuse Mystical Elf into Dark Elf. Yu-Gi-Oh! Memories. I'm getting confused, Chai, I swear. I'm sorry. I had this all planned out and I'm still trolling. The order matters? Spellcaster Guardian plus Spellcaster Monster? So I have to do her... Spellcaster Monster? Yeah. So she has to go first? I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Is that it? Is that just true? That's so trippy if that's true, chat. I'm gonna be honest. You know what? It's whatever, chat. Let's just give them our Stone D. You know what I'm saying? I know Villager 1 loves it when we give them the Piping Hot Stone D. Holly, you're funny? True. I'm a class act, what can I say? I appreciate you, No Name. Wizard is typical Hogwarts fauna, Sorcerer is typical Bard, Offspring, and Warlock is someone who makes a deal for magic? Given the Stone D? We are giving the Stone D. Everyone wants a taste of that Stone D, I get it. Hey, Dark Elf seems weirdly specific, I guess. Or maybe Celtic Guardian's just way nicer about it? I don't know. Alright, I think we just put him aside and we go to Villager 2. I think that's just what we do. Our deck is not really reaching consistency right now, but it's fine. We know Celtic Guardian basically works with any fiend. That much is true for Dark Elf. Unfortunately, need to hop out early. Actually need to wake up tomorrow and be active early. Hope you get that Exodia, Holly. Believe in the heart of the cards. Thank you, Mr. Will. We will do our best. Bolt S-Car, go! Dude, that's like an electric snail. Get that guy out of here. Okay, so we know the lamp works to make Dark Elf with Dancing Elf. That's Spellcaster. In that case. Okay. I think certain cards need to be on the left and certain cards need to be on the right. Yeah, that's what seems to be the case, at least in the Mystical Elf situation. Seems like she has to be first, based on what I read. For whatever reason, she might have to be first. Our deck's coming more together. I kind of just have to learn things I can do with it, though. Did I just get... I'm sorry, what's the first card I just got named Ice Water? It was. What the fuck is some Ice Water gonna do against these guys? Holly, I'm going on a date with my other girlfriend? Should I keep watching the stream? What do you mean with your other girlfriend, bro? I don't know, you do what you want with your life, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate having people here, but I can't make you be here. Oh, hold up, Ice Water's a baddie! Never mind, I lied, chat. I know exactly what Ice Water can do. I missed the beginning. Our enemy also have 15 card deck? Yeah, they have 40 card decks in total, if that's what you mean. How many elves do we have in our deck right now? So we have... I know we have more than one dancing elf. Let's put it back in ABC order real quick. Okay, now we got 3 dancing elves. We really don't need the swordsman guy. I saw we gotta plot the trick, so we can put that in. Princess Sariki, oh, she's hot. I need her in the deck now. Not enough fluff for you? I'm sorry. Can only do so much. I mean, look at the bright side, okay. I don't know what the bright side is, but look on it. Just look on it. I don't know, have fun going there, Dark Prisoner. No name? I'm thinking you're faithful only to Holly? That's probably true. That sounds like no name. Alright, nice, nice. Dark Elf to start the duel. See, I've never played this game before. This is a very different deck than I've ever played the game with, so like, my brain has to like actually turn on to make some of these fusions. But the deck is coming together. You forgot to take an afternoon nap? Sorry to hear that, warrior. But I'm glad to see you in stream. I never see you in the stream, even though I know you always want to make it. Nah, we don't have a sorcerer in hand. How am I loyal to you? I don't know, that's what That's what Ambi said. Ask Ambi. Yeah, true. Welcome to the stream, Wonder. How was your lack of beauty sleep? Okay, we have a mystical elf in the hand. I'm gonna try fusing it real quick. Hang on. We're gonna experiment a little bit. So from what I read, it has to be first. School projects have been tough recently. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. So this should work. Okay. It does seem like the order matters, chat. Okay, we have some deck consistency. This is probably good enough to beat Seto. Oh, and we got a Black Land Fire Dragon. That's huge. Fun fact, Wander would pop his cousin for over $6. That's pretty based, Wander. Not gonna lie. What the hell? The statue of Easter Island? That's just a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Okay. You do you, kings. Okay. Now that we have a Blackland Fire Dragon, even though it's a dragon, Blackland Fire Dragon is kind of weird. It'll, it's either spellcasters or with fiends. But it'll make a dark elf. But yeah, we want to throw him in there. That's good. He makes one of the cards we want for being weirdly unique. I'm gonna double check real quick to make sure we get Elf's Light from Villager 1. First breaker. Yeah. On SA POW, we can get Elf's Light, so we're gonna have to farm him a little bit longer. I really think we should get one of those. I'm sorry, Wanderer, it doesn't like you. I don't know how long it wants you to wait between using emotes, but I'll have to give that another look or so. We just need one Elf's Light, I think, and we'll be alright. I mean, we don't really have a problem fighting Seto. So this should be Ushi-Oni. No, it's Mystical Stand because she's a female. If I used the other card, it would have been Ushi-Oni. Nightbot once again cucks someone for trying to make a joke. It's true. Nightbot's just not a chill guy. Alright, I think it's Blackland Fire Dragon and like an elf. Yeah, okay. I got it. That's true, chat. That is in fact true. I just realized you have a holiday tomorrow, so I don't need to sleep right now. Yo, welcome to the stream, Wanderer. Wanderer's really here, chat. The great famous Wanderer. Alright, hopefully we get Elf's Light off the stool. If we don't, we're just gonna go beat Seto. Bad luck. It is what it is. I did say hi to Wanderer twice, but it had to happen. You know, we didn't know if Wanderer was going to be a permanent stay. Sometimes he just despawned. This is true. Mystical Sand is another heavy hitter in the early game, but I don't know if she'll be good. I don't know if she can use Mystical Light or not. This next duel A couple of duels should be fine. So now I'm gonna fight Joey. Joey's not really a problem in the early game. He doesn't even really drop anything that we care about. To be honest, he might have something, like, just out of pure luck, but, like, he's not really gonna drop anything we care about. I guess New Mariko's a female, too. Yeah, the only real problem with this deck is that we're probably gonna have to throw out a lot of the female spellcasters for some just, like, gender-neutral spellcasters because of the RNG of making it Mystical Sand or Ushioni needs to be cut down a bit, because Ushioni is gonna be more useful by the time we get to, it's gonna be more useful when we get to Haishin. We want more Dark Elves and Ushionis and not really Mystical Sands. Because Ushioni will get the Yami buff. Are we making a Yugi Harem female only deck? No, we're doing the opposite, actually. We're kicking a lot of the girls out because they're causing us problems for our upcoming duel with Haishin. We need less women in our deck, Holly. I'm true. That is a quote that I said. That's correct. Don't ever give context to it either, you know? That's important, that I get canceled on Twitter. User FK4QW8CL9B. Hello there. Love the username. Classy. Yugi gay harem? Men only? Nah, this is like a Yugi bi harem, you know? We gotta have both. Yeah, FK4. We can just call him FK4. I accept that. I may be or maybe not. That's the beauty of being a wanderer. No one knows who you truly are. True. Alright, this should be good. The way this duel gets scary is if, first off, he plays Gaia the Fierce Knight, and then also he plays Sogen. That would put him at a 2800 situation. But our first hand is actually pretty good, so we're fine. He's a Star Wars droid? True. Uh-oh. He played Gaia. That's alright. If we can get either Raigeki or just a good fusion situation, we should be alright. I think we'll have to rely on Raigeki for Gaia, though. We're just gonna have to keep emptying. They're really gonna do this to me, aren't they? Hang on, what is Gaia as a card? Is that Mercury? Man. Okay, we need Moon. That's the only way we win this here. I think Dark Elf has Moon? Let me double check that before I make this fusion. We could probably win here, but we're like in a bit of a scary spot. Okay, Dark Elf has Mercury and Jupiter. Ugh. I mean, we're not guaranteed to lose here yet. I'm trying to think. What about Ushioni? Okay, Ushioni has Jupiter and Venus. Okay, we really have to rely on Raigeki to win this duel. That's actually obnoxious. Okay. Well, I think it's better if we just get rid of Skelgon and at least force it to where he's gonna have to beat my Dark Elf with Gaia, so we take less damage. And he pulls out Lajin, the Mystical Genie. Okay, this is completely winnable. We'll just have to eat one more hit. You're fucking with me. Was it you? No name. Was it you or someone else who said anyone who played Uma Musume was a gooner? I have absolutely never said that in my life. But thank you, No Name. Okay. I'm trying to think, what Guardian Star is that? I think we can make... No, we can't make Ushioni. We don't have a jar. I gotta see what the Guardian Star chart is now. God damn it. Okay, so what he has on the field right now is Mars, apparently. Mars gets beaten by Neptune? I don't think we have a single card that offers Neptune. Like, 'cause right now, we can fuse, like, Dark King of the Abyss with Celtic, but, like, we're not getting Neptune. Yeah, we get Jupiter. That's extremely obnoxious. Actual 1% chance that he not only both gets Gaia, but then he also gets fucking Bright Castle. That's fine, I didn't want money for that bounty anyway. You know? Somehow I knew I was gonna have bad luck. I just had it in the back of my mind that, like, he's just gonna troll me. Yeah, a 1% chance just happened for him. So it's already a low chance for him to play Gaia the Fierce Knight, but then he played Gaia the Fierce Knight, and then he also played Bright Castle. The likelihood of him doing that is probably less than 1% chance. At least both in the same duel. Did I say something about planets? No, that did not happen. Unless you're talking about... Well, actually, no, it did happen. The Guardian stars in this game are named after planets. Sorry. You know what? You're right. I lied. My bad. Yeah, but the bounty was literally to get through Chapter 1, except for Haishin, without losing a duel, and then he literally did that to me. I knew because I made it a bounty, he would do it to me, because he hasn't done it to me all week, and the idea of... and practicing for this run. Dealing with Gaia is already, like, a bit of an issue. Dealing with Gaia is why we wanted Raigeki. The fact that he ended up playing Bright Castle, though, is completely unaccounted for. Why does Ushi-Oni look like that? I don't know, bro. I'm not the person to ask that question to. Holly, the dude that was punching random white women around New York City, was found guilty for hate crimes and assault? I mean, I hope so. I don't think that should be allowed. You should buy the lottery while cover is still here? Well, clearly I lost the lottery today at the 1% chance, so I don't know if that's the ideal. Like, you said I should buy the lottery, and I literally got the 1% chance to not make money from that duel. The bounty was to win all the duels prior and that one, and then I would make money for that. So I literally just lost the lottery. Okay, we actually don't know what this is. Neck Hunter? I've never seen that card in my life. Greek gods are just easily rage baitable? That's probably true. Yeah, I mean, Lord, yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Lord is just in Egypt. That is why I'm in Egypt. Yeah, okay, and literally, just like that, this dude comes back in here and he's like, hey, want the freest duel of your life? Fuck you, Seto. Anyone here watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged? Yeah, I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Okay. Well, that bounty's lost. I don't know how much money that bounty was worth, but that's gone. That's fun. That's a fun loss on that one. Actually, just fucking trolled me so hard. Alright, well, what's next? I guess we gotta go back to building the deck. The only Yu-Gi-Oh! I watch is the one where they summon Hope, the Aspiring Emperor or something. I don't know which one that is. Alright, we have 3 traps. So... let's put them in ABC order. You want... House of Adhesive Tape. Don't need either of these. Okay, so now we're gonna do something a bit different. It's called SA teching. Instead of powing, so teching is like a way more complicated, way longer process that's admittedly also very annoying to do. But that's just the nature of it. Bounties are 250 unless I say otherwise. Yeah, well there you go. I just lost 250 bucks. It's so over. I'm a little beyond salty right now, I can't lie to you. Ancient Elf. Yeah, not that one. I was gonna make him attack me. Holly, as a woman, do you love cannons? I guess cannons are pretty cool, sure. This is just a free duel, so it's not like a big thing if I lose this. But I have never in my life seen this guy fuse Mystical Sand in the first duel. I guess so, man. We just play it out. It's a bit of a painful process that we have to go through. We literally just have to set down cards over and over again. Because we don't want to, like, accidentally fuse or something. Because if we fuse and he has more cards, then we can run out, and that just puts us in a bad spot. Thankfully, he put his card defense. So, easy. No one ever said Simon was smart. Your internet cut out for a moment? What'd I miss? Well, after I lost the beloved bounty that was the worst RNG possible, this guy just spawned a mystical sand, which I've never seen him do in all my years of playing this game. So there was that. We took care of it, because for some reason he put it in defense, but... you know. That could have ended badly. That's all I'm saying. You just manifest unlikely events in your stream? I know. It's crazy. Usually it's good ones. Today I'm a little salty because I just lost out on money, but that is what it is, I guess. Can't win every bounty, I suppose. I lost against Seto. It's because he played Gaia the Fierce Knight, which that's like the bad card, and he hit me for like, basically like 5,500 of my life points, somewhere around there. Which, that was bad, but like it was manageable. Where the issue came in was that he played Bright Castle after he played... He played Bright Castle, one of the cards in his hand afterwards, and that was the miserable part of that exchange. Because I had no way to make Ushioni to counter it. And I had 100 life points left, thanks to bad RNG. I wish he'd stop fusing out of hand, this little asshole. Fuse out of, like, both cards in your hand, goddammit. I'm also confused on how Ambi writes. I don't really know what, like, their initial language is, but I'm with you here, Cover. I don't know. Just is what it is, I guess, you know? Just Ambi being Ambi. This is why I just called him Ambi. I put ketchup on bread with nothing else on it? Why? English is my third language after Russian and Ukrainian, plus now I'm learning Dutch. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. At least I think it is. Just eat the bread? True, it would actually taste better if you just ate the bread on its own. Got a whole harem of dark elves. Dutch is a lot harder than English, you think? That's fair. I imagine English is either one of the easiest languages to learn or the hardest, depending on who you are. Just because, like, it's so different, you know? I could probably sound stupid saying that too, though. I don't know. Alright, there's one of the trap cards we need. English is pretty easy, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's pretty easy, I guess, when it's the language that you start with, even though I feel like most people who were born learning English can't really speak English, but who needs this detailed specifics, you know what I mean? Statistics and real information don't matter. You learned it from watching Holly videos? Shut up, no name. I need these fucking trap cards to get in my hand now. I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. The S-tucking portion of this is probably gonna be a little slow and not the most fun thing ever, but you know. It is what it is. It's just a part of this game, honestly. I taught people to read using Holly videos. That's just, like, not true. Actually, my first language is Spanish, motherfucker. Well, I know you didn't learn how to speak English from my videos. You know what I'm saying? Ayo, Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when we used less than 1k attack points? True. Lord of Gilneas. Gilneas. I assume I said one of those correctly. Welcome. I don't think we've actually seen you here before. Alright, there we go. Now we want him to attack the trap card. Log works alright? Nah, hell yeah, we love a good nickname. Alright, Log, my boy. And yeah, I subbed to your VA vids, but this is the first time on streams. Hey, you know, I really appreciate you being there for all those vids. I mean, honestly, I miss doing those videos, like, quite a bit, but there's just a reason we don't do them anymore, you know? And it's just... YouTube's not really a big fan. I have still considered going back and been like, yeah, maybe we could do this or that or whatever, but I just haven't. You know? I just haven't. I don't know. I know we did the two, like, different types of videos, and I actually really like doing those videos, to be honest. But, I don't know. It might just be some time till I get around there. You know, AI really ruining the algo for that stuff has been a pain. And it was a C-Tech. Chat, we cannot S-Tech yet. We need some equip cards. I really need Villager 1 to just not be stubborn with me, not gonna lie. Yeah, that AI nonce is terrible. Yep, I tell you, that's what it is. That's what stopped us, because I'm helping a friend make a video on it right now. A massive issue that we're having is, or a massive issue that I'm having on my channel is AI. A lot of my videos stopped getting recommended the way they did because of AI. And the biggest, like, comic dub type channel on YouTube is, it's actually an AI channel, unfortunately. I really hate saying that out loud, but it's true. It has over 1 million subs. It's called The Dubber from Mars. It sucks. Because then there's people like Crystal, there's people like Ginger Sid, there's people like Solus Astorius who make great stuff. And then you just have those guys just pushing out garbage. It really fucking sucks. But that's just the landscape we're in, unfortunately. You can only play around it so long, and I just decided for the time being that we'd work on the second channel. Because, like, I don't know. Here's the thing about YouTube and its algorithm, is that its algorithm works like this. First off, it sees how many videos have, like, the same name and are about the same topic. And then based on how many videos that exist, it will decide whether or not your video should be relevant in the algorithm. Then that's like check number 1. And check number 2 is that the AI, the YouTube AI, will actually check like the dialogue in the video. And sometimes it'll pick whether or not things will be put in the algorithm based on the words that are spoken in the video. And so when we're making these videos where all of them are typically just like the same stuff but voiced by different people, we kind of run into this problem where like now YouTube just thinks we're all like making content farms, right? So like we're already up against each other as it is, but like before the AI stuff came around, there wasn't like a lot of people doing it. But now there's like a lot of people doing it, and it's just it's an endless struggle. There's nothing we can really do about it. I guess we're just having bad luck. It's a 16 out of 2048. That's really not that bad of odds for this to happen. That's why you're called Cover Maker? I used to make AI covers. I feel great shame about my past. Yeah, there's a lot of people who make these AI covers on YouTube of songs and stuff, or they make these remixes that are AI. And like usually the dead giveaway of what they are is they'll have like the first minute sounds exactly like the original song, and then like the rest of it just starts becoming like its own thing, and it's like not it anymore. And if it's just full instrumental, like that's just how you know. It's just like, where did the song go? What's worse is it's like it's not even AI reading and playing the comics out, but it's literally just god-awful obnoxious summaries. So in some cases, there are actually people who are doing the AI reading it out stuff. So the Dubber from Mars, and where a lot of their legitimacy comes from, is it's funny because they've done videos on their channel where they're like talking about the anti-AI stuff while using AI voices. So what they claim in the description of their channel is that they're a whole VA team, and this VA team, they name every single person out in the description. You can't find them anywhere online. You can't find them on Discord or like any social media. Like they're just impossible to find. So we've kind of come to the conclusion that like they're just not real people. But that's like one thing. Because like originally we just assumed like they were probably just paying people, but they're not paying people. They're not even paying people. They're just actually just pretending like they're paying people and making money off it. And it's kind of more annoying that it's like that, to be honest. I used to make videos of Nico Arc singing songs because I thought it was funny. So I'd actually like to talk about that a little bit, because there's obviously the people who have huge complaints about stuff like that. So, do I like AI stuff? No. Was there an era where AI stuff was like kind of funny? Yeah, and that's when it was like obviously fake. When AI was obviously fake and like there was no thoughts in the back of her mind that like it was going to do anything like to take over her jobs and whatnot, it's like, oh, you could easily tell an AI apart. It was like, this is just a stupid little program that people are messing with. And it's so obviously fake that there's not really going to be a problem. Like watching, I don't know, presidents play Destiny 2. I think it's the Vault of Glass raid. It's a really stupid video. It was one of my favorite videos on YouTube at the time. It's not like, there's nothing that crazy about it. It was just stupid funny to me. Because I was playing Destiny 2 a lot of the time, and like they make a lot of good references, and it's just good. But like, yeah, once I got the stuff, I remember seeing this video, I think it was back in 2023. Someone did the copy pasta video. The copy pasta of Vaporeon with Joe Biden, and they just lip synced it really well. And like, the AI voice, it was kind of the first time where like I was listening to the AI voices, and I was like, man, this might be like, not great. It's not like it was that believable. But also, like, because he was, like, an old dude and he has, like, a very one-tone, like, ordeal, it was pretty, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just, like, that was the moment where I knew that that shit could get better. And it was probably gonna get a lot worse for us, unfortunately. And, you know, it definitely has. I mean, they've literally tried doing, like, AI dubs for anime now. It's insane. Because they just don't want to pay people. It's definitely happened a couple of times. YouTube dub is bad in translation, at least from Russian sometimes. They'll play first before the original bad voice and sound filtering. Is that how it works? Apparently you can turn it off. Someone told me you could turn it off, and I looked for the setting. I'll be honest, I didn't look that deep for it, but like, apparently you can turn it off somewhere. Like, I have some thoughts, right? Like, if the AI was able to tell voices really well, right? And like, I don't know. Obviously, I don't want AI in anything. People are just sick of AI. AI needs to be gone. But like, the AI dubbing over a video so people could understand someone in a different language is at least like one thing. I mean, obviously that's why subtitles exist. So people could just use subtitles, but I don't know, that's just where we're at. I'm not saying it's a justifiably good reason, you know what I mean? But at least there's some merit to that versus like a lot of the others should, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Not that I'd ever defend AI. I mean, it's literally trying to steal one of my passion jobs for my life. It's fine though, you know, there's still plenty of artists and everyone out there in the world who still care. But at the same time, I see a channel like Deborah from Mars, and I'm just like, how is this channel just so popular, you know? What is it about Deborah from Mars that gets so many clicks on their videos? Also, this RNG is starting to actually piss me off. 15 cards and we've still not gotten a single Elf's Light is kind of nuts. I might not have time. I really wanted that first bounty to work out because I figured there could be a potential situation where the game just does not want to roll anything. And right now we're just in that situation where the game literally is just not wanting to roll anything. Even with 15 card mod. Yeah, RNGesus does hate me. I was hoping to walk away with money off stream. It's the only way I'm making money right now, for real. I don't have a job at the moment, unfortunately. I'm in a bad spot with all that. So, these bounties are kind of just what we'd be trying to do. To me, US person who speaks in 3 languages, it's important to understand video before opening video by having the original name of the video. That's true. Hope things get better for you. If I disappear, your bank account goes under? To some degree, I mean, yeah. Not gonna lie. At least in the current situation I'm in. Things just have not been well in actual life when it comes to that stuff. And you know, obviously being in America. And the way America is right now, it's really hard to get a job. We're in a recession right now because we started a war for no reason. People are losing their jobs left and right. I'm disabled. The government doesn't even pay me for being disabled like they're supposed to. My therapist told me I should try to fight for it, but I gotta figure out how to go with one of those people who even fight for that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Bandit Keith's face is bruh. True. You know, we haven't even gotten to Bandit Keith yet. We will get there though. If we can actually get us, if we can actually get to the tournament arc, that is. This game really needs to give us equip cards because our next bounty on the list is to beat Hai Shin, and the game doesn't want to give us equip cards. We can't beat Hai Shin if we just don't get equip cards. That's the truth of it. Holly, you have a job? No, not like a actual job. Like, I guess this is kind of my job right now. It's the only thing that's been making me money on the side for the last few months. Yeah, no, it is rough for a lot of us right now. Really. That's terrible. We're killing people for no reason, raising the gas prices and vehicles we're forced to drive, and like no one has any money. Raising the prices of everything, meanwhile people are making less money. Yeah, I mean, hey, do your thing, Congo. You don't owe me any money or anything like that. But I appreciate your I appreciate your want to do patronage, but I don't ever feel forced that like you gotta do that. It is for those who are financially able and want to do something nice. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, my life is my life, and people should always put their lives first. And then if they have the ability to help people while they're, you know, doing something with their life, then like you know, if you want to help someone and contribute a little bit, that's like, you know, that's when you should be doing okay. Alright, we've had plenty of duels here. Let's see. Let's see how many star chips I have. 123. I'm trying to think. Where is it at? Yep, it's the Wii Play guy. He really likes Wii Play. One of these days we'll do Wii Play on stream. We probably genuinely will. It is an actual game I would like to do on stream. Let's see if there's a higher chance for getting this. There's literally not a higher chance to get this card if I S-Tech. That's crazy. It's not even worth that. I know, but I still want to help. Hey, man. Like I said, I appreciate that. As long as you got your goals in order and doing what you want in life, that's what's up, you know? The worst part about this is that we have to get this equip so we can actually S-Tech, so we can get other equips. S-Teching really won't be a problem if we get this equip, but like it just doesn't want to drop. Sometimes I wish I had commission money. No, I feel that. You know, lately I was thinking about wanting to get something done in the Pokemon Gen 5 animation style of myself. I think that would be really fun to have. Yeah, commission money, but no idea what to spend it on. Yeah, that's fair. Spend it on No Name's ego project? True. Kayvon, $50. Hey, I really appreciate that, man. I hope you're in a good spot in life doing that type of thing, you know what I mean? And thank you so much for doing it. I'm not the best at expressing that type of thing, I apologize, but I really do mean it. I thank you so much for that. Also, every time I get to hear Wesker, and who doesn't like whiskers? You know what I'm saying? Have some money, friend? You know, I think this is the first time somebody's donated and actually left a message. But yeah, thank you. That was Fees on Life, Snake Hair, Dark Plant, Wretched Ghost, Beautiful Huntress. Oh, chat, this is kicking my ass. I think there's probably one way we could go about this. What is it? Okay. We could probably give ourselves star chips and at least give ourselves a couple of equip cards. The problem is I know we don't have enough. So I'm gonna see if there's a way I can at least give myself some star chips to help speed this up a bit. Station, how to use cheats. I don't know how to actually do things like that on It's just like a different version patches. How do I put this into the emulator? No name, the mere fact that you called yourself a pimp means you do not deserve the money. Yeah, that sounds about right. No name calling himself a pimp or whatever other crazy name. Yeah, I don't actually know how to put these in the emulator itself. Alright, chat. I gotta pull up a video real quick. I'm sorry. You came back from the bathroom? What'd you miss? Me having terrible... Lord of Gilness, because talent deserves to be awarded. Hey, thanks a lot, man. That's really nice. You know, it's always so nice to hear people be like... Especially when I was earlier and doing VA stuff. A lot of people were really nice about wanting to message me and like my email stuff. They were, I had a few people come to me directly, whether it was being an inspiration for doing voice acting stuff or whatever else it may be, right? And even though, like, I don't do that channel right now, and, like, the only real thing that we're doing right now is Faraway when it comes to voice acting, it's like, I don't know, there's a certain feeling to it, you know what I mean? Like, even if I'm not currently doing stuff, just to know that I affected people in some way with just, like, having daily videos or whatever it is that they liked about what I did, right? That, to me, will always mean something, I guess. You know? Maybe some of those people come to the stream now, maybe some of them don't, but... Like, sometimes just having, like, something daily for people to keep their mind off stuff, it's just good for them. And the fact that I could be the entertainment for that, even if it wasn't like doing like a big piece of media, like I wanted, like, Soul Eater is what inspired me to be a voice actor when I was young. I loved Soul Eater. I really liked Maka. And when we release Faraway on Steam and whatever, like, a couple of years or so from now, you know, I hope it can, it could have the same effect. I hope people really like the voice that I do for Farah and really like Farah as a character. That's just not it. We're just not getting this drop. The content that you've released has been enjoyable? Hey man, I appreciate that, Trix. Sorry if this is a popular question. Are you a voice actress? With a diploma? No, I've never done anything with a diploma. It all started through YouTube, actually. Or actually, here's the real origin story, right? I was having a conversation in Discord one night with a bunch of my friends. A lot of you guys probably know Dakuters on YouTube. She doesn't really upload stuff anymore, but she did this video. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's like this stupid, like, shitpost copy pasta about, like, piss or something, and how much she hates how she has to, like, clear her body, and then drink more water, and then piss it back out. I don't know, it was funny. But I'm talking about that video, and it's like, dude, it'd be really fun to be able to do voice acting stuff. It's always been a dream job of mine, and it has, probably since I was about 13. I've always liked the idea of being able to be involved in something like that. And, one of my friends I was talking to at the time was just like, why don't you just start a YouTube channel? And I was like, I don't know, I'd never thought about that. Because before I started this YouTube channel, I had another YouTube channel that I don't really tell people about. And I uploaded on it till about 240 subs or so around there. And then I just kind of stopped. Just because, like, sometimes editing would make me feel overwhelmed or whatever. It was hard to stay consistent with wanting to do such, like, higher quality edited type stuff. And, that's just kind of how it started. He said that to me, and then, like, I think it took, like, a week. And after about a week or so, I just made my first video. And I don't know, I think it got like 400 views. But that was like a good video on my other channel. So like clearly I was doing something okay. And I don't know, my friend was friends with this other voice actress girl who had like, I don't know, maybe 18, 19k subs on YouTube at the time. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't really like her anymore because she's kind of like transphobic and stupid. But she did me a service, to be honest, early in my channel's career. And she was good to me and she helped me, and it did help my numbers very early. And it only took to like my third or fourth video to get like 1k views on a video. And you know, despite like her being like awful and transphobic, I do like actually appreciate the help that she gave me. It just is a shame that she felt the need to be transphobic. She's weird because she'd be like, I'm not transphobic, and then she'd post stuff on Twitter like, no offense, I'm not trying to be transphobic or anything, but yeah, that type of person. Where like, they claim they're not one thing, but like they actually are. And then they'll just like say the thing. Okay, we got a system, and it just has a cheat section. It does. Alright, there we go. Alright, we have a cheat, so after this duel, we should be able to speed things up a little bit. At least. So we can get Elf's Light, and we can get Dark Energy. So we'll at least have 2 equipped cards. Oh, and we'll get a Black Pendant as well. That way, because, like, we're having such bad RNG here. I live in a house full of 5, 6 if a roomie's boyfriend is over, but I'm also just way too shy about it. I get nervous and apologize while chatting. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? I think I get that. I used to be the type of person, too, who was, I used to, live like that, where I was really shy and awkward about stuff, and to me, it was like, I don't know, a lot of people seem to be introverted in life, and I feel like someone else just needs to not be introverted for these introverted people. And so, I don't know, that was the mindset I had, and like, I started just forcing myself to open up. And even though it was like uncomfortable, like now it just comes off naturally. It's just something you get used to. Like when I first started recording videos, for example, when I first started recording videos, for example, I hated listening to my voice. But I've gotten so used to it that I actually really enjoy listening to my voice now. It's like a big part of being able to do videos is you've got to get used to listening to your voice and understand what sounds good into your voice and being able to work on your inflection. So you have to get used to enjoying your voice first and then knowing how to work on it afterwards, you know? Most people hate listening to their own voice. And, you know, that's pretty normal, Breb. It is. And God, I forgot start chips were 999,999, not 5 digits. It's Jesus Christ, this game was grindy for its day. Anyway, we're gonna pull the star chart. Or star ship. Passwords. I've been told to my best friend that it's sexy. Hey, you know, some people think it is, man. I don't know. I think it's cute, you know what I mean? But like, people just have different things. So I don't want to go too crazy, because obviously with infinite start chips, right, chat? I could literally just get any card I want in the game. But like, I want to be reasonable about this. I want to do the bounty properly. So I'm at least going to give us like the cards that I planned on farming out. Like at least one of. That we can farm at this point in the game. Because we were going to farm them anyway. But this will just make things easier on stream. Let's see, we're looking for Spellbinding Circle? Where's that one at? There it is. Let me highlight that for myself. Yeah. Okay, 1, 8, 8, 7, 1, 0, 8. Okay, so now we have Spellbinding Circle. Let's see, I'm trying to think. We were gonna get... Oh wait, actually, this is a good time for us to get the 2 Exodia pieces as well. Which was... 0... 8... 1, 2... 4, 9, 2, 1. So the reason we're gonna pick up the Exodia pieces is because we have a bounty for summoning Exodia, but you can't actually earn the legs. Realistically speaking, you can only earn one of each of these cards from password. And if I do it in the case of, like... If I do it in the case of this, I feel like I'm cheating. I'm already going out of my way to skip the grind on 1 card, because I can only get 1 card from password chip. But, like, if we're doing it for, like, Exodia, right? We're just creating Exodia and just winning the duel. Like, if you guys really don't care and just want it, I can make Exodia and we can do it, right? We can just do it for fun and just count the bounty if you really wanted to. But Let's get the rest of these cards real quick, though. We wanna... Next we want Black Pendant. So, let me find that here. Okay, we do have a magic section, actually. Shadow Spell, Breath, Crush, Curse, Ukazi. Okay, we are gonna get a Dark Hole. Because Dark Hole is gonna be farmable from Simon. Got Spellbinding. Are equips in a different section? They are. Okay. So, we're going to get 1 Dark Energy. 4, 6. I'm gonna reset these to 0. This will make it easier for my brain. 0, 4, 6, 1, 4, 1, 1, 6. Okay, so Dark Energy, and lastly, we need Elf's Light. No, we also need Black Pendant. Black Pendant is important too. Which is... Okay, we have that, and it was Elf's Light, which is 3989, 89, 7277. I don't think there's anything else we want. Okay, you guys want Exodia? Alright, I can make the pieces. As long as you're absolutely sure with this, then I can make the pieces. If you guys really want to do it this way. Get ourselves another fake trap because we were just gonna farm another one anyway. And lastly, we're looking for the Exodia pieces. Alright, here we go, chat. We're gonna get them. Since you guys want to do it. Left arm, so 0, 7, 9, 0, 2, 3, 4, 9. And that was left arm. No, that was right arm, right? Okay, that was left arm. 7, 0, 9, 0. Oh, okay, I guess that's just the first numbers. That threw me off. 6, 3, 4. And then we got one of them. I think it was left or right leg already. So we'll do left. 4. Sorry, I can't really interact with the chat while I'm trying to do this part. 5, 1, 9, 5, 3, 6. Okay, now we just need the head of the forbidden one. I think this is an ABC order, so let me find that. It's labeled under E, maybe? Ah, there it is. I found it. You know, I am actually excited to show you guys the Exodia part, though. Because the Exodia animation in this game is actually really cool. And I think that's everything we needed. No, actually, 2 more cards. Job Change Mirror and Embryonic Beast. Because those are also 2 cards that we're gonna farm for. And it's just like... we're gonna get... Oh yeah, we were gonna get Raigeki Offseto as well. So we'll just take the extra Raigeki. 1, 2, 5... 8... 4... And then we need Job Change Mirror, which is... Job. Where is it at? Job Change Mirror. Job Change Mirror. Job Change Mirror. Hello. Okay. Change mirror. Okay, I think I got it. 5. 5. 7. Yeah, so I'd just like to make it clear, by the way, chat, right? So, you have to understand that... You have to understand... how crazy some of this shit actually is. 999, 999, remember, S-Pal, A-Pal, that's 5-star chips. Okay, there were some cards that they literally just locked you out of. So if you had like a cheat book back in the day, like I did, that actually listed all the cards, you had to know the password for that card, and then also grind out like ridiculous hours for certain cards. And then some cards you couldn't even obtain anyway if you knew the password. And it was... we weren't even sure why they were there sometimes, to be honest. And now we just need one more, which is Embryonic Beast. Yes, I know how it works, game. I want the Embryonic Beast one. Not game, Google. I swear, Google treats me like such an idiot sometimes, dude. It's so annoying. Alright, we found our answer. At least I think so. It like put me towards fish. I'm not looking for fish. There it is. Okay. It highlighted it for me. Thank you, GameSpot. Classic website, GameSpot. You know what amazes me? That GameSpot is still up these days. For anyone who ever used that when they were younger. Alright. Now the last thing that we need to do to fully ensure that we have like a deck built for beating Haishin is we need to make sure we can summon Skull. So it's either Embryonic Beast or Time Wizard. We're mostly going to be relying on Embryonic Beast and Time Wizard. So what we want is, I think, Time Wizard or Embryonic Beast as a drop. Okay, it's an SA POW drop from Seto. So we want one Time Wizard from Joey. Alright, so we have Fake Trap. We're gonna have to figure out a whole deck right now. Probably gonna be a bit of a pain, but it's fine. We'll work through it here. So Embryonic Beast, Job Change Mirror, 2 Raigekis, 2 Fake Traps, Elf's Light, Black Bennett, Dark Energy, Dark Hole, Spellbinding Circle. All those gotta go in there. Very important. We have 3 Time Wizards, so actually this duel with Joey's gonna be pointless. It's fine. Mystical Elf, yes. We want Celtic Guardian. We need some Fiends back in the deck. So Celtic Guardian counts as an elf. And we're also gonna put in Dancing Elf. After Dancing Elf, we want... God help I ever get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I don't understand a single thing. This is a simplified version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Brother. That's the beauty. You're looking at an easy version of the game. See, this isn't even like OG Yu-Gi-Oh! This is before the actual card game was made. These rules are just their own shit, you know? Actually, we could use the Limbs of Exodia as spellcaster pieces, I think. We're not gonna use Exodia. Like, we're not gonna include the entire thing, specifically when it comes to dueling Haishin. But I think for the sake of this, just to like watch him get summoned, we'll put it in the deck. Because he's not gonna be part of the actual, like, deck anyway. Alright, we need to throw in some more Fiends. So we'll throw in... We need less female Fiends as our big thing, our spellcasters rather. So we could probably... Akaisu... Yeah, those count. Time Wizard, Mystical Elf. We need Mystical Elf, obviously. So Dark Shade, Dark Prisoner. You have Dark King. And then we need that who... whatever his name is. That which feeds. Yeah, there we go. We actually have enough to make 3 of those. We might as well throw them all in. I don't know. Did we throw an Embryonic Beast already? I think we did. We did. So our goal is... we're going to try and get 2 Embryonic Beasts. That way we can make Summon Skull a consistent fusion. So to make Summon Skull, we need Job Change Mirror and a Fiend, or Embryonic Beast plus Time Wizard. No relation to that which eats. Probably true. Probably true. I don't know for sure. So yeah, 2 Mystical Elves. Did we throw Dancing Elf back in here? We did. Okay. I'm trying to think. Do we have any of the other elf female cards that count? Let me check that real quick. No, we don't. Okay. So we just need to throw in a couple more fiends then. And then our deck should be pretty balanced. Oh, right. We want the jars. We do need jars in our deck. So, throw out those Sanguins for the jars. Speaking of jars, where are my jars? We want Pot the Trick. And we want Ancient Jar? I think it's Ancient Jar. Yeah. Alright, that's our deck. We do have a goofy clock in the deck. Very important. So this starts out pretty good, actually. Dark Elf. And so I do actually want to show you guys this. One of the bounties is to summon Exodia. So we are going to do that first. Hey, thanks for... Ambi, if you need support, I'll help you feel better if I can. I'll help everyone that needs help when they feel bad, but please give me breaks. True. Hey man, get your breaks in. Do what you gotta do. You got your own life, you know how it is. I don't know how long it's gonna take for us to get Exodia, but we're just gonna try. See what happens. We're not gonna leave the Exodia cards in the deck, so this is just here for the sake of this. Donutzilla over on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Most of our people are in YouTube chat. I've been trying to figure out the issue with... God, what are the words I'm looking for, chat? I've been trying to figure out the issues with making Twitch chat show up on stream at the same time as YouTube chat, but we're chilling, you know? Right now we're just kind of chilling. I do appreciate you for the follow, though. Thank you. We might have to give Haishin a few tries, but this deck should be manageable for Haishin. We just have to get good luck in the draws for our equip cards. That's kind of the main thing. So we want Summon Skull. We're gonna need Summon Skull and like a black pendant or a dark energy pull. Our biggest fear right now while we're going against Haishin is probably the fact that... Oh, you know what? We have Beast Fangs. We can use Beast Fangs on Summon Skull as well. Electro seems like good people. True. We like Electro. We like Electro. Holly, I want to thank you for something? Sure, what's up, bro? Alright, we almost have Exodia. Thanks for making a good community. Hey man, the people that pull up to my community, I guess it's really up to them at the end of the day. Most I can do is try to keep bad people out, which I do, you know. Some people just aren't welcome in certain communities. It's important. It's important to keep your community full of cool people. Like, I'm not just gonna go out of my way to, like, ban random people, but you know what I mean. like, sometimes someone will say something and, like, they don't actually mean anything bad, and, like, those are the people that you gotta, like, give a chance. But, like, when you can tell when someone's just not a good person, and then you gotta get rid of them. You're not cool? You're cool, Bread. Stop that. Also, I'm sorry for calling you a hoe. That was just a joke yesterday, bro. I don't actually care. Are you ready for it, chat? It's about to happen. Next turn. Can I call you a hoe now? Empowering? I don't think calling me a hoe is empowering, but I hear you. It's been a long time since I've seen this animation. It's so cool. My eyes! Yeah, it's God, pretty much. He's an individual so powerful that the God sealed him away. But hey, you know, we'll take a chat. That was one of the bounties. We kind of cheated to get it, but like, I don't know. You guys just wanted to see it. So I guess it's up to you whether or not that's worth it. But, you know. We're gonna keep the parts of Exodia in here, except for the head, because I think they'll be fusion material. But, like, going into High Shin... It's important that, going into High Shin, it's important that we focus on getting to Embryonic Beast. Getting an Embryonic Beast should not be a difficult task, straight up. But, we're gonna need it. So we're just gonna farm it out real quick. That's the only thing we'll need to farm, is make sure that we have 2 of those. But we're getting a lot more adjusted to this deck now itself. As long as he doesn't play Gaia, this is a pretty free S right here. Damn, Broach is saying give Holly her money in chat. That's crazy. Holly, is it ever acceptable to share toothbrushes? I guess that, I mean, I don't think it's healthy. But like, I don't know, if like your brother or your sister or whatever, like you're probably not gonna get sick from your brother or sister unless they are literally sick that day. So maybe it's not like the worst thing in the world. But like, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you no. I'm just as disgusting? Whoa, bro, chill. I didn't even say it was acceptable. Rude. No Name and Peak, the game, there was a lunchbox that Holly threw in the campfire because Covemaker said to do it, and I give you something. Before that, everyone said we need to cut the lunchbox. This is true. That did happen. And it was one of the best decisions I ever made. Oh my god, this game's gonna troll chat. Oops, I didn't mean to press the B button. It's in a trolling mood, chat. It's been 3 hours? Yeah, I can see the number. It's been about 2 hours and 50 minutes, it looks like. I will forever hold it over Holly's head because of how many times I was given shit during the climb, only for Holly to explode the lunchbox. Well, yeah, but like, I did it for real life money. You were given a lot of shit because you were just actually trolling. And that's just a fact. You can't deny that you were literally just trolling. At least I got it was $150 out of blowing up that lunchbox. He didn't do it just to be a dick. Red was just actually trolling. It's true. I got paid for trolling. I mean, what was it? The Moist Critical clip? Where that guy says he'll give him 200k GP in RuneScape for shooting that guy in Siege? Literally that. It's literally that. It's a job change mirror and a fiend. Okay. Yeah, we did it, chat. There's our last card. That's the last main card we need. That's our strongest fusion for what we're going for. We don't have more than one job change mirror, but we do have... We do have. That's it. I'm just leaving it at that. We have it, you know? So we're probably throwing out Dark Shade, because Dark Shade seemed to like troll, I guess. I sat for like 2 minutes laughing. I looked at my right and started climbing. You cannot give me shit for finding a path right after you guys left me. No, you know why we can give you shit for climbing a path after you sat there for 2 minutes laughing? Because we were like barely in front of you. We didn't leave you, bro. You trolled and sat there and laughing. You don't have to sit there and move your mouse up and down when you laugh. That in itself is already trolling. So, first off, you're trolling. Second, okay. We weren't that far from you, so you still could have told us. So again, you're trolling. Can I not laugh now? I didn't say you can't laugh. But, like, I can control my mouse while laughing. Why can't you? We were not already up the thing. Like, one person had gotten up the thing at that point. And, like, the rest of us were still working on our way. I was looking over at my left at you, standing there. Like, you were plenty within distance for... you to just be like, hey, I found an alternate path right here. I looked away for like 1 second, and then you're like, suddenly up this mountain. Like, I hadn't even climbed up yet, and you're above me, so like, you were trolling. And we weren't mad that you found the other path. It was more like, yo, Bread, come over here. And then, like, you acted like we were stupid because we didn't notice the alternate path that you would have. That was the issue. That was your third troll in that one moment. Then take the other path then? We didn't know about the other path. You were supposed to tell us about that. You didn't tell us about that. You just trolled. This is what I mean. You're trolling and trying to explain yourself. Someone ban this guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know the other path exists, and he's expecting me to take it. Even now. Not my fault you guys saw me walk over, climb, and suddenly I was up. I didn't watch you climb up the mountain, bro. I looked over at you, and I went back up, and I looked back over to my left, and I was like, hey, Brad, get over here. Where are you? And you're like, I'm up here already. And I was like, what? You were literally trolling. By just acting like that we should have known the path was there, when we didn't know. That's what the issue is. Yeah, you walked off, okay? You walked off my screen for a second. That doesn't mean like I knew you were going through an alternate path. You could have just been stupid. I don't know. You're a pretty stupid person sometimes. What do you want from me? You're gonna drive me crazy, Brad. We're not having this conversation anymore. I literally have to explain context for every time this guy speaks. He doesn't know his own context. Holly's trying to duel and there's 2 civil wars going on in chat, literally. One with me and one with Brad. Yeah, I said there was another path. You guys didn't ask where the other path was, nor did you guys... You said that there was another path after you got up the fucking mountain already, and you were above us. So it was irrelevant at that point. The problem that I'm trying to explain to you is that you acted like we were fucking stupid for not knowing there was another path over there, and that you were already above us. But you seem to be missing that part of the conversation. God fucking damn! I will mute you, Brad. I'm not having this conversation with you. Please pay attention. Don't tell me to shut the fuck up in my own stream. Why give you shit? Because you're being stupid. That's why I'm giving you shit. God damn it. You're not listening to yourself. I am explaining to you exactly why you're wrong in this situation, and then you're just re-explaining the reason why you're wrong. Fred, stop. Stop doing that, please. Do it then. Every time I exist, I'm a punching bag? You're not a punching bag, Brad. You're just refusing to listen to my words being used in the English lexicon. I will make all chatters Dark Magician Girl. I will. Fuck it, I'm out. Okay, man. This is a normal conversation for us. We'll just do this. It's not really that big a deal. I'll just say something to him, and then he won't listen to what I'm saying, and then he'll tell me to shut the fuck up. It's a normal daily conversation between us. Say that I got loud? I mean, yeah. I mean, most people get loud when they're, like, annoyed that someone's not listening to the words they say. Another day that ends in Y, I guess? I mean, pretty much. Like, I don't have a problem with bread. It's just daily conversations. I mean, he might view it differently, but, like, I'm fine with bread. Like, I just think it's funny. I'm not, like, serious in the moment, if you know what I mean. You know, chat, you can't love someone until you yell at them daily over the most useless stuff. That is true. I don't think he understands that I speak to him with love every time I do that. Obviously, you shouldn't really yell at your children and stuff like that. That can be traumatizing. That's a joke, chat, but... I do it with love, chat. Yeah, it is Fiend, okay. I guess he just has that. I don't even know if I've ever seen this card in this guy's deck. I feel like we don't have enough equip cards in this deck. That's kind of my one issue. Holly, when will No Name be staff? I don't know, No Name. Oop, I guess I have to go. I still don't have my own charger. I only borrow. Oh, that's unfortunate. See you later, Wonder. We're probably gonna try and beat High Shen, I think. We're just not getting lucky with Embryonic Beast. I mean, it's gonna take us a lot of tries to make this happen. Probably because of this. But, whatever. It's not even a rare card. I don't know why it doesn't want to drop, but, like, it's fine. We're just gonna make it happen. So I decided to set the emulator for Forbidden Memories. I have no idea what I'm doing. Bless your heart, good sir. I hope you're willing to sit down and learn tons of fusions. What I highly recommend... okay, so first off, fuse dragons with rocks to make Stone Dragon. Fuse dragons with metal cards to make Metal Dragon. And, fuse Time Wizard with dragons to make Thousand Year Dragon. And, use Thunder with any of those cards to make Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. If you farm Joey... if you farm Joey, and, if you farm... as a villager 2, you can definitely get your hands on some good dragon cards and stuff. Sorry, be careful about using periods in your, sentences. I apologize. The bot is really specific about that. It'll treat it as links and stuff. I have links banned, and so every time it sees a period, it's just like, oh, that's a ban, actually. Not really a ban, but it'll warn you. True. We gotta apologize to Lord Nightbot. We need to make art of Nightbot getting nailed to a cross. You know, you do you, man. I think I'm just, let's be honest, ancient Egyptian Seto has modern Seto beaten Drip. He really does. So we can actually, we're gonna go ahead and save state this for the sake of everyone's sanity, if not going through that dialogue like 100 times. Holly, did OJ Simpson do it? I don't know, brother. Yeah, the ancient Egyptians were cooking with fashion. That's true. Alright, this is kind of a bad hand. That's alright. Let's see what he plays first. Let's hope it's Wall Shadow. Alright, Skull Knight, that's manageable. It really gave me 3 pot the tricks. You're trolling, game. That's crazy. That's alright. It's an equipped card. Alright, now we have to get Reggae. That thing's gotta go. I think he only has 1 Megamorph, so that's not... Anyway. That duel never happened. You know what I'm saying, chat? We'll go ahead and start with a trap card, I think. What just happened? He immediately proved me wrong, and I just didn't want to admit to the things I saw on screen, so we just ran it back, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta not accept reality. I'm trying to think. Sorry, I gotta pull up my post-it note list back up because I'm still not used to this particular deck yet. Damn it, OBS, get back on screen. Okay, so I need Embryonic Beast plus Time Wizard. Or Job Change Mirror and a Fade. Okay. Mirror Force? True. Mirror Force isn't actually in this version of the game, though, unfortunately. Okay, he played Skull Knight again. I think he has a trap there this time. We're gonna have to clear his field first. Because we can play Summon Skull. But Summon Skull, like without an equip, is gonna be its own issue. I'm assuming what he has on the field over there is probably Acid Trap Hole? Is it Embryonic Beast time? It is, okay. It takes away the Yami effect too? Okay. My fault, gang. Log, why did you OO? You know, sometimes things just happen, bro. You know, we just accept it for what it is. Chat has officially lost the plot? Aren't you, like, openly a furry? Isn't that, like, part of what you guys do in your community? Figured you'd be more accepting of it, cover maker. There's plot? I thought this was filler episode 998? I think so. Isn't every episode filler in the Holly series? Okay, Ultimate Great Moth is deal-with-able as long as we get the cards we need. You introduced one of your best friends to Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0? Man, OG Yu-Gi-Oh! That really is where it is. My Skull Dragon. I mean, yeah, that's... Tristan deserves it. Okay. Here's our first chance to potentially win this duel, chat. Why does this guy just have Tremendous Fire in his deck? Are you kidding me? He can roll Tremendous Fire? It's the first time in my fucking life I've ever seen this guy play Tremendous Fire. There is no goddamn way. Come on, dude. Why does he have that? I'm so upset, chat. I'm gonna be honest. Holly, why did I target you so ruthlessly? I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm just like that. You feel me? That's like half the fun. Once again, my presence causes statistical anomalies? Yeah, so it would seem, I guess. Holly, can I target you? I don't really like where it's going when you ask me that question, so no. You know, if you want to get targeted, I'm gonna have to ask you to, like, ask someone else. Alright, he put Shadow Wall on the floor. We really need to wipe the field, honestly. The problem is, if I don't wipe the field and I get my good fusion set up, he's just gonna, like... What's the words I'm looking for? He's just gonna, like, play a trap card. I'd say this duel's pretty much over with that hand. Unfortunately. Chat? This could be a banging start. Okay. Want to hear a joke? Yeah, sure. Hook me up. What is it? Okay, chat, I think he played Black Skull Dragon. Okay. A blind man walked into a bar, then a table, then a stool. Okay. I hear you. Alright, that's another... Okay, that's Zero the Man. I think we just Raigeki. I don't really know why I did that, chat. I was thinking something, and then, like, it just didn't make sense, and then I just did it, you know? Alright, that should win us the duel. Which is... our other main bounty, was beating Haishin 1. So you guys get to see what happens with Haishin 1 as well. So... you're not actually supposed to win this duel. You're intended to lose. So we got at least 2 out of the 3 bounties. We could have got 3. But, you know, Seto trolled us. Anyway, that's what happens. He just forces us to rematch him. He's just like, nope, I'm not defeated, actually. Fight me again. Honestly, though, lock it in, chat. Maybe we get a second W, you know what I'm saying? Is it likely? Not really, but we'll find out. I really don't want to get rid of Raigeki. I wish I could just play the Raigeki there. Hey, if we get 2 wins, that's 500. I believe so, yeah. As long as the bounties are worth 250, like you say, yeah. Shit. Chat, I wasn't looking. Did he darken that card? This card right here, did he darken it out, or did he leave it light? Did anyone see that? That's unfortunate. That will actually determine whether or not I can win the duel this turn. I think we just have to do it and then take the risk, I guess, because I wasn't looking. If it's a trap card, I just lose. It's not a trap card. Okay. It's Raigeki, though. Wait. Oh, he put down Wall Shadow. Interesting. Hey, this is still winnable at this current moment. We had to get rid of 1 Raigeki. We still have a second Raigeki, and I think Dark Hole is still in the deck. Maybe we threw that out. I don't know. What we are going to do, though, is... Now, I think we just empty this hand, actually. Okay, if we play Raigeki here, he has to play a card that doesn't do 3,000 damage. That's a bit unlikely. But we'll see. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll take it for what it was. However, this does lead me to my favorite part of the game. Now, normally, I would stop the stream here, and we would call it. But instead of calling it, I at least want to do one tournament match just because I love the music so much. Then we'll probably call it. Yo, it's real Joey. What's up, Joseph? The tournament arc. Sponsored by Konami. And KCEJ East. Whatever company that's supposed to be, I don't know. Konami Corporation East Japan, maybe? Oh, it's also sponsored by the Kaiba Corporation, of course. Holly, do you like mayonnaise? And Burst. And definitely not on its own. I'm asking you why? Oh, why do I like mayonnaise? Sorry, you're right. It's just, I don't know. It's alright. Just nice to have a little bit of moisture on the burger, you know what I mean? Why do I like it on the Bacon King from Burger King? Well, if I were to be eating the Bacon King from Burger King, it's probably because I didn't want a little bit of moisture on my burger, you know what I mean? No one wants like a dry-ass sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Who the hell uses moisture? When referring to a burger? I'm just explaining to you why, like, other than, like, a bit of the flavor, I might like mayonnaise on the sandwich, because I like the sandwich to be moist and not dry. Like, I'm not gonna call it wet, because wet would be wrong. Oh, look, it's number 2 of the Trump Brigade. Chump Brigade. Dude, I cannot talk. But true. Tournament arc music is so good, chat. You can't start practicing talking? True, let me get good at talking. Been a while since you heard this music? Yeah, it's an absolute classic, honestly. Whole tournament arc is definitely the best music in the game. You want some Burger King right now? I could go for a burger or something, I guess. I'm not like super hungry, but you know. You know what, just to get him out of the way. Actually, nah. I should save it. We'll stop it there. I really just want to hear the music and the nice feeling of being in the modern era. But, we'll do the tournament arc and probably the mages on Friday. Because after everything we've done today, we shouldn't really need to grind till Final 6. And really when it comes to grinding, we just need more equip cards. So, I think we'll end up calling the stream there, guys. But, thanks for stopping by, yeah? It is indeed the end today, Andy. But, yeah, Friday, 3 p.m. EST for those who are newer to the schedule. Everyone, sleep well, have a good night, and thank you for stopping by.